to know. You always tell me, perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. A million times I've asked you, and then I ask you over again. You only answer, perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. If you can't make your mind up, we'll never get started. And I don't want to wind up being parted, broken hearted. So if you really love me, say yes. But if you don't, dear, confess. And please don't tell me, perhaps, perhaps, perhaps.
On VOX FM now, ladies and gentlemen, we have six-time Golden Guitar winner Melinda Schneider, and she's just released a Doris Day tribute album titled Melinda Does Doris. Thanks for joining us on VOX FM, Melinda.
Hey Dave, how you going?
Doing very well here in God's country, and yourself?
Really well, thank you.
Where are you at the moment?
I'm at home. I've got a day at home in the office working, but I've been touring a lot lately.
Hard life.
Yeah, it's pretty full on at the moment.
I just want to check with you at the outset. 6 golden guitars. Do you play any of those on the new album? Do golden guitars have strings?
No, they're gold.
They just sit there?
They just sit there.
Sit there and look good.
That's right.
Look, doing an album covering songs from someone like Doris Day, I guess it's always fraught with danger. And look, I reckon you've nailed the album. I reckon it's great. But did you have any concerns about taking on this project in the first place?
Oh, definitely. I still probably do a little bit. You know, I heard last week that Doris's manager hand-delivered the album to her last week, and that she's going to have a listen to it and write me a letter back, which is really lovely. But I'm quite nervous about her hearing it, of course. You know, she's an incredible artist, and I hope that she does like it.
You said you still have concerns. Is it just with Doris hearing it, or just concerns out there in the listening public?
Oh, look, it's been pretty well received. You know, there's always going to be people who knock people who do cover albums, I guess. You know, I haven't tried to impersonate Doris or anything like that. It's me, the title says it all. It's me singing these songs in my own way and paying homage to a great artist.
Singing them in your own way, do you feel they are much different from the originals?
Not really. No, we've kept the arrangements pretty loyal to her wonderful arrangements. We didn't deviate too much from the originals. You know, you can't mess with perfection, can you?
Well, I wouldn't know that at the moment. I think you're a better judge than me, Melinda. Take us to that time when you're in the studio and you're actually recording these songs. What was the feeling like for you? Were you present to it at the time saying, wow, I'm actually recording these songs?
Yeah, look, it was a great experience working with Chong Lim. He's just a really easy guy to work with. I was at a pretty hectic time at that time of recording with appearing on Dancing with the Stars, so I was rehearsing 6 hours a day in Sydney, and then on weekends I'd fly down to Melbourne and make this record in the middle of it all, so it was pretty crazy. But it was a lot of fun. You know, the songs are just so wonderful. You can't go wrong. It's all about the songs. And Chong has done a wonderful job with the arrangements and the sound of the record, and we just had a lot of fun, really.
I think you just can't help but have fun with Doris's music.
That's right, yeah. They're just wonderful songs, and they're a lot of fun to sing. They were very difficult to sing. She used to make it sound easy, but they're quite difficult songs to sing.
I, like yourself, I have heard you say that when you were a kid growing up, you'd see the Sunday afternoon movies and it would be Calamity Jane and all those Doris Day type movies. I look back fondly on my childhood to that era as well. Is that the same for you?
Oh, yeah. Look, those films are fantastic, you know, and I think we all grew up watching those, didn't we?
Well,
Calamity Jane.
If it wasn't Doris Day, it was, what was it, one of those Elvis movies, I think Blue Hawaii or something like that, I can't remember.
That's right.
The Sunday,
that was popular too.
The Sunday Arvo standards.
Yeah.
12 tracks on the album. How do you go about selecting which songs make the cut and which ones don't?
Oh, look, I stuck pretty much with, you know, the hits, and at the end I had about 9 songs that I knew that people would expect to hear, and then there were a few spots left for ones that I really loved, so I added songs like Put 'Em in a Box, which my mum suggested I do, and another one, I'll See You in My Dreams, which I just love. So I put a few on there that I really related to, that weren't necessarily big hits of hers.
Personal favourites.
Yeah.
Now, the idea from the album, I know that it came from a concert. Was it about 7 to 10 years ago? Todd McKinney was emceeing?
Yeah, that's right. It was a concert in Melbourne for the Midsummer Festival, and a Doris Day tribute concert. And I was asked to come along and sing the songs from Calamity Jane, which I did, and the response at that concert for everybody was just so huge that, but for me, I guess with the Calamity Jane songs, I just loved them, and I thought, wow, I'm going to have to do something about this one day. But it took me 7 years to do it.
We don't want to rush these things. You're known as a country singer primarily in Australia. I think you're much more than that. And to give you an idea, I recall you being on, I think it was Rock Whiz with Russell Morris.
Yeah, that's
right. Did that amazing version of Hush.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I love that song. I've always loved that as well. I like being able to be versatile as a singer and try my hand at different styles. And as long as you can pull them off, I guess you can do that.
Que sera, sera, whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera, what will be, will be. Now I have children of my own. They ask their mother, what will I be? Will I be rich? I tell them